is a way of expressing one's imagination and creativity. And this artwork right here is a way, way bigger form of expression. And it's not done by foreigners nor any other people, but here, right here in Coal City, at Bona Gallery and Museum by Bona Ezeudu and his friend. And of course, this is my success story, as he shares the secrets of his success in art. And my name is Michi Aniaba. This is CITYRIDE Television, where we'll tell you the story the African way. Stay with us after the break. Yes, I'm glad you're still here with us. This is Success Story, where we meet notable people in the society, ranging from entrepreneurs, artists, business people alike, a person who serves as a role model to the community. And right here today, we are with one whom you may have come across his works, but never knew he's the one behind it. So today, join me as we meet our distinguished gentleman. May we meet you, sir.
You're welcome. Bona Ezeudu is my name.
Okay. And to those who may not know you, who is Bona Ezeudu?
Yeah. It's a creature. No, it's a creature from God.
Okay.
Yeah. That chose to practice art and most creative studies also. So I'm an artist that paints and sculpts. And of course, encourages the younger ones in creative industries. So like the film actors, okay, the poetry writers, you know, and of course, you know, in short, what we do in our center here embraces every kind of creativity. So we bring them together and
so we'll come to that.
Encourage them, yeah.
Yes, we'll come to that, but quickly, the essence of this success story is to tell the story behind the success. A lot of people do not see that there is a journey behind the glory. So could you tell us a little bit about how you ventured into this realm, this art? Because I've seen your works, and I've seen it's not just by accident. This is something like a gift from God.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, really, most things come from God, really.
Yes.
Oh, yes. You know, but we have to really give time to it, get fully focused, and pray. Get disciplined.
Disciplined, yeah.
Yes, you have to get disciplined.
So, how long have you been in this journey?
Oh, yeah, it's the stuff that I've done for the past, I say, past 50 years.
50 years. I don't think I was born.
Okay, you know, yeah. If I say 50 years, it will look strange, but I know that I started practicing my art way back from the days in elementary school, secondary school, and higher institution.
So it's something about discipline.
Yeah, discipline.
So
yeah.
Was there any particular struggles or habits that you had to fight in order to, attain the level that you wish to?
Yeah, yes, discipline. It embraces the hard work.
Okay.
Your full commitment to what you are doing.
Yes.
That's fully focused. Because if you're not disciplined, you can't really wake every day and go to the same thing that we are doing, at least to improve on it, to think about it, and keep forging ahead. So if you are distracted in one way or the other, that you like to go and maybe go out in the evening hours to go and drink, or just while you are time away with people who are not in the same profession with you. Yeah.
But not to say that drinking stops you from achieving the aim.
No. It's good to drink at least once in a while. You do your stuff.
I know I drink once in a while.
Yes. Do it. Do it. But maybe from drinking, you start hanging out wasting some hours in a day.
They're forgetting the purpose.
Yes, yeah. So it is very important for me to spend some few hours in a day without, really putting it into my creativity.
For those of you who may not know him, his work speaks for him, so meaning that his reputation precedes him. So could you tell us some of the works he have done, at least in this Enugu state?
Yeah, he have done a lot here. A good number of it can be seen all over the town and even in the gallery here.
Okay. And what about those ones in the town?
In the town, okay, yeah. Most artworks you see in 82 Div was done by myself in my former gallery. Yes. Everything from the gates and any metal you see in 82 Div, this was done here. And we've done some commission in big private, some good number of private houses, in and out of the country.
Wow.
Yes, in and out of the country, and yeah. And when I said 50 years, we shouted.
Yes,
yeah.
I shouted.
I can still remember, way back in my primary school then, at least I was one of the very few that, that have been exempted in Friday work. At least to go and maybe polish the blackboard. Then we used to use the, those, they live in the charcoal something.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. So we have to do maybe the map of Africa, map of Nigeria. At least do some drawings, in good preparation for next week's studies. Yeah, So at least from there, I've been, at least I was identified as an artist, somebody that has a feature in art.
Okay.
That's way back in Jos Plateau State.
Okay. You didn't even start from
Enugu. No. That's way back from Jos. We were in Jos. That's in the 60s, from Jos to Yola. So we came back to East during the war, or pre-war, almost when the war was starting off. Here, the Civil War. Okay. So even in secondary school then, so I was the chief cartoonist of our magazine then, chief cartoonist of our magazine. That's in the 70s.
Okay. What was the name of the magazine?
Yeah, The Ladder.
The Ladder.
Yeah. Now from St. Michael's Secondary School, Nemo. Yeah, The Ladder is the name of the magazine.
Nemo.
Yeah, Nemo Secondary School. Yes, Nemo is in Jikoka.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anambra State.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Anambra State.
All right, we've seen. You said you're an artist that paints and sculpts as well, yeah. Even ironworks.
Yes. If you do ironworks, it is part of the sculptural work. Okay.
Are there any exhibition you have done to, show the younger ones that this thing can be done?
Yeah. At least, I'm fortunate to start, having shows as early as 1982. So I had my first private art exhibition, 1982, here in Enugu and in Lagos, And then we don't have galleries much there. Then, So most show that we have then is maybe in the embassies, like the Italian embassy, like the Russian embassy, and the old great institute, because we don't have private galleries there. Then, so I had some shows in National Museum, Lagos,
yes.
1982, 83, and even 84.
Wow, that's a long time. Okay, yes, we've been speaking to Mr. Bona Ezeudu, an artist who have seen it all and who started the journey from scratch, and now he has seen it all. Let me just say it that way. So he was telling us about the exhibition he has done, and the reason we're asking this question is because a lot of people, younger ones, do not actually know that there is a future in art. You understand? So if you're an artist there, an art enthusiast, this is a great opportunity for you to listen to him right now to understand how he started his journey and where he's going and how he intends to impact on the younger generation. Well,
anyway, I don't know their direction, really, Yeah, it's like you said that they're not serious. There's some few of them are really serious too, because at least they are lucky, at least to see people, at this stage now, some professionals that are practicing, and a good number of them, they are now, they're even based here in Enugu, and they will always bypass the place that is written Bona Gallery, and they will even spare time to come over and see what is happening there. In my own days, as early as the 70s, I just go out to see. I travel from here to north, at least to see what is happening in Zaria.
Wow.
Yes, the art stuff in Zaria. Even then, I even went to Ghana to see what they are doing in art. As a small boy, I took the venture, at least to go around and see what is happening. So so people like us were able to just see few of the professional works, 1970 during the Festac 77.
Yes, I remember.
So
Arts and culture.
yes, so then we didn't have at least the lecturers that we can just walk into his place and see a good number of works like this, finished work as a professional. But now they have people like that around. They can't even spare time to go and see what is happening there. So I wish then I had people like this. I could have gone to their house every day to watch their car, at least to make sure that I enter that house every day.
So in other words, you are saying that this is an open place for anybody who is interested in art to come, see the works, and even improve on their own.
Yes, they should know that. They should know that. Yeah, because I had my first gallery about 1980, say 86, 85. Okay, say 86. So it's a real long time, but I didn't see the encouragement of these boys just coming to see what is happening there.
Okay. Before we go further, we have seen that there's a lack of seriousness amongst the younger generation now. So one would ask, are there any opportunity for internship, especially those who in the line of maybe the graduates, or even those who actually practice but are not well experienced? Are there any opportunity for internship in this Bona Gallery?
Oh yeah, at least, it's like I said before, it's a very big creative hub, at least to help any kind of creativity. A good number of musicians, at least have been here a few weeks ago, a few months ago. Good writers, film acting from South Africa, at least they've been here.
Wow.
It's a creative hub. If I take you around, after you see the kind of facility that we have. Yes. Although we haven't officially opened, but we're having a good number of, a good number of response from far.
Okay, so you've heard it. So if you are there and you are...
Yeah, even the photography, at least here they come, so we talk with them, at least we mentor them, and we can refer them to at least people that can educate them in it.
Okay.
At times they come here to lecture, it's like the young writers that came here some few weeks ago, so at least I was able to give them a free venue here. Instead of going to a hotel to pay, at least to have their meeting and go.
Wow.
I gave them a space here, stay here and do your stuff. If you need water or something, we can always give, if we have at other given time, So it was quite...
Encouraged.
Yes, and they were so happy and looking at me as, how can this man be doing this instead of using this for a hotel?
Asking the same question.
Instead of using this for maybe a big hotel to get money and everything.
Yes, because all this now, imagine if an individual could do this. Imagine if governments could partner with you. Do you think it would go a long way in?
Those who call government is not existing here in Nigeria yet. If you see the budget of maybe National Art Gallery, National Arts and Culture, everything, and the museum every year, it runs into billion. But they don't...
It doesn't trickle down
at all. Yes. I didn't mean that I asked to do this, if this government that is doing what I'm doing here, I bet you, what they will say that they used to build all this and do this, we run into billions. But I just made a sacrifice, at least for posterity.
You said something about sacrifice. Now, is there any particular event in your life that inspired you to do this? Because sometimes you speak to people, they tell you that I had an encounter with this person, I had an encounter with Providence, I had an encounter, and then it inspired me to give back to the community. Is there any particular encounter that made you, inspired you to put up something like this, or is it just your exposure or your nature?
Yeah, it is my exposure and my nature. Okay. So because I know there's no need of, keep investing on building flats here and there or big upstairs or estates for anything, but this is a kind of posterity. So something that you do, maybe in the future, some younger ones will bypass and say, yes, we need to know, that man that did these works, it will definitely come. Yeah, I met that guy that did all this work then.
So
it's like a posterity. Yeah, just giving back to people. Helping the thing I didn't get really is what I was giving now, because then in our own age, own period then, there was no much private gallery, and I can tell you now, my former gallery is one of the first 3 private galleries in Nigeria. Okay. Private gallery in Nigeria. Okay. Then we used to have, it's only like the Didi Museum and Co. I can't remember the second one, but I just said that I'm 3 instead of saying 2.
Journey, I don't think there's any need to question the authenticity, because I've seen the artwork. So, as a busy man, how then do you find time to relax? I could see some classical music and all this. How do you find time to relax?
I play music. I'm real deep into music. So I play music, and you can see my collections. I ride bike. I'm a cycle like this.
I'm curious about this particular artwork.
Yeah.
What inspired this particular one?
Oh yeah. It's a Kemma. It's an artwork, that's caused to wave then in the 80s by Chris Afobak. It's not my personal work, but my colleague. Okay. It's an ACA group of artists.
Okay. All right. It's been nice speaking to you. So, I would like for you to, take us on a tour of first of all, your music collection, and then we go and see some of your artwork.
Okay.
Okay, of course. Okay. I must tell you, some of these classical collections, I've never heard of them.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen something like African Rhythm Messengers.
Yes. Everything you see here is a chart buster.
Wow.
Any stuff you see here is something that, at least stood as chart buster number 1, 2, 3, So here you can see a good number of classical music, both from Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, and all those stuff.
I think this is the only one I know. The Everly Brothers.
Okay, yeah.
And
those are classics.
And Westlife.
Yeah, those are classics. So there's some mild rocks and hard rock collection here. And even the high life you see here, is the real high life
of those days.
Now, mainly
who's your
the Black Beast.
Artist? Let's start from reggae.
Yeah, she was Bob Marley. Marley made a error of mark. Yeah. Which you can even see here.
Oh, yeah. I see.
That's Bob Marley.
Okay, High Life.
High Life. The Black Beast of Ghana played very well. Uhuru Dance Band played very well. Both the Ramblans. So in High Life stuff.
I think I'm lost. I've never heard of this.
So you're telling me that, So the only High Life stuff that you can see here is maybe like Rex Lawson played a good High Life.
Yes.
The old stuff, 1 pound, no balance. Not those, those old things that they just keep, keep praising the rooks in the country and go, So,
all right,
so even the rock group here, you can see the rock, like Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, and Co.
Okay,
a good number. Yes. If you see just Tchaikovsky there, it's the classical area. So I have all those kind of classical stuff that you can think of. You know? So most collection we have here, most of the stations don't even have it. Except these days you can go to internet to pick. But then, the first guitarist in the world, he died at a very young age. That's the Beatles. They made name more than any other group in the 70s. You know?
All right.
So this was done by my daughter, both Michael Jackson. Yeah. This was done by Mona.
She's also into creative?
Yes, she's very, very creative. She does everything. Bag, shoe, stuff like this.
All right, we are still watching my success story. I've been speaking to Mr. Bona Ezeudu. And just before we go, any word of advice to the artists out there who are actually getting discouraged because of lack of support in the country?
They have to just keep moving, get determined, just come close to people that will mentor them. Yeah, just come close to people that will mentor them. If they will have time to do that, because they will spend their time pressing phone, wasting their precious time.
I don't think
pumping broth.
Oh, it will change that. This is where we'll draw the curtain on today's episode of My Success Story. And to all of you who are arts enthusiasts or art students or undergraduates or graduates who are looking for where to sharpen their skills in your choosing career, well, he has offered free internship for all of you. All you need to do is drop your comment in a comment section and then we'll reach out to you. My name is Micha Niaba and this is CITYRIDE Television, where we tell you the story the African way.